Hi, welcome back to Mouse People. My name is Maria and welcome back if you are joining us again, and welcome if this is your first time joining me. I am so glad that you're here. I love to talk Disney with you and hear from you in the comments and just get to know everyone a little bit more and share the excitement of all of our Disney adventures. So today's topic is Disney pins. So we are recently back from a trip in April and we picked up quite a few pins and I can't wait to show them with you. So grab some hot tea and settle in to check out some pins. Okay. So to start us off, I think that it is very exciting that we were on property for the release of a limited edition pin, and that is the Vintage Vinyl Collection. This is the new monthly series called Vintage Vinyl, and look at the record. It goes in and out of the record sleeve. So that is so cool. I am very excited about the Lady and the Tramp on the front of this pin. There are so many details in the picture and the colors are very rich. So I was very excited going into this pin release that we were going to be there for it. And then when I saw it in person, I was really excited about it. This pin is a limited edition of 3,000. Has the Mickey waffling on the back. And you can see the edition size. And you can kind of see how the record player, or the record moves, how that mechanism works. So what a gorgeous pin. It's like a double pin, the way that the record goes in and out. So beautiful. So I was very excited that we were there for this release, and I'm happy to add it to my collection. We were there in January for the first release, which was Dumbo. And I knew that if there was animals on the record covers, I might want to add them to my collection. So I'm glad. So whenever we stay in a resort, we like to pick up the pin for that resort for our resort pin collection. So it was no different this time, and our first night, it was a quick stay originally, and it was a Pop Century. So this is just a rec pin or an open edition pin, but I do love the pop word really does illustrate what the resort feels like, and I love that Mickey is on it because I think it's great when Mickey is on the resort pin. So we are very excited to add Pop Century to our resort's pin collection. So after our first night, we got in late, we stayed at Pop Century, and then the next day we switched to this resort. Look at this beautiful pin. And this is Old Key West. So this is a deluxe resort, and it is a Disney Vacation Club resort. And it had beautiful grounds and a lot of really nice qualities about the resort. And again, I think that the pin is very reflective of the resort. I especially like the little limes in the corner. I think the colors really exemplified the resort well. So I'm told that this is a newer pin, and I'm very excited that we added this to our collection. So we were supposed to head home after those 3 nights, but I've said in a previous videos that our flight was canceled and we ended up staying. And we we took the Magical Express and we went back to Art of Animation. So that is a value resort, and they had room availability when our flight got canceled. And I did pick up the pin. It has lots of great characters on it, but we didn't end up actually sleeping there because due to the room, they moved us back over and we ended up staying another night or 2 more nights at Pop Century Resort. But I felt like after being there at like 3 in the morning and getting assigned a room and walking the whole resort, we had earned a pin. So I did pick up the Art of Animation pin to add to our collection because it's definitely a resort memory that we will not forget. So when you purchase items in the gift shops, they have these buttons that you can purchase for a donation to the Disney Conservation Fund. And this was a new one that I did not have. And so I did purchase it. And it's not a set price. You can, make a donation of $5 or whatever you choose and basically purchase the button, and then that money goes to their conservation fund. So that was a nice addition. So, okay, again, I got a pin for my son for his birthday. He was interested in this pin, and I agree with him. It is really a cool pin. This is Doug from Up, and it has a spinning element, so it changes the different phrases that he says. So it's got the extra thickness on this pin, and it's a very heavy pin. It has 2 pin posts, and it says, I have just met you and I love you. It says, squirrel. And it also says, I have been very good today. So those are the 3 phrases that it says on the spinning element. So it's a very sweet pin with Doug from Up. So that one's going to be a gift. So I am a big fan of Splash Mountain. We have had lots of great memories with our family on Splash Mountain. And in Bibbidi Bobbidi Boxes, I recently got the Brer Rabbit plush. And so this pin had to come home with me this trip. And this is the I Conquered Splash Mountain pin. I really love that Brer Rabbit is on it and the log ride is on there, the log vehicle. But I also loved like the color and the texture in it. So you get that metal texture, but you also get like the colored enameling. And I just thought it was just such a gorgeous pin. And I love his facial expression. It's great. And this one also has 2 pin posts on it. So that was a really fun one. Keeping with the attractions, this is actually an area of pin, and check out the size of this. So this is the Splash Mountain pin, and look at this one. It's huge, and I think this is a pretty good size pin. But this thing is giant. So this is Toy Story Land. We've got Woody and Jessie, the aliens, and Rex, and that is just so cool. And the penguin, and I just think it is really nice. This one has 2 pin backs on there because it is a very large pin, and it has just so much detail that I really like it. So this one will go well with the, I have a few Toy Story pins, the Alien and Rex, so I think this will be a great pin. It is such a fun land. We really enjoy that. So my husband spotted a pin, and he's kind of not a big pin collector. He has a couple now, and he saw this and he's like, that's really cool, but then he didn't want to buy it. And so I snuck back and got it for him later. And it's this pin, and it is a Pirates of the Caribbean pin, and I'm going to take it off the backer card. It is also an open edition pin. Lots of great detail in the texture, the feel of it. Let me take it off the backer card and show you, because this is a very different pin than you typically see. So here's the front, and then it's like the pin is painted. So it's kind of different, and I just think that was really neat. And so I like the feel of it and the texture and just the overall style and how this pin looks, I think is really cool. So that will be a fun addition to his mini pin collection. All right, I've got 2 more open edition pins to show you, and then a couple of pin trades and some mystery boxes. I found Steamboat Willie. I don't know that they're actively making this one anymore. I did find it at the boutique in the Polynesian. That was the only place I saw it. So I did pick it up because I had not purchased this open edition, just Steamboat Willie waving hello. So very classic and very nice. I have a very small Steamboat Willie collection. And I do have, the next pin is a limited edition pin. And this one, I wasn't sure when I saw the releases if I was going to be getting it. And then when we got there, I thought, wow, that is really gorgeous. I love the colors. And so I decided to purchase it, and I'm extra glad I did, because with our flight delays and with everything happening with the plane, we ended up being there on Earth Day. So I'm really glad that I have a pin to commemorate that. So you see a young Simba in Earth Day 2019. It's a pretty big pin. It does just have one pin back, which I'm kind of surprised because it's rather heavy. And let me see what the, oh, it's got like a gummy stuff on the back to have held it in place. Let me see what the edition size is here. This is a limited edition of 2,500. So here's the front of the pin with Simba and the earth. Very gorgeous pin. I just love the color and the way they did the water in the world. And then here's the back. And you can see there's some of that gummy stuff. So it does only have one pin post, but then that tacky stuff was holding it onto the backer card. So very nice. So I'm very excited to have this pin, and I'm collecting this year pins from all the events that we've been able to attend this year. This is like a incredible year of Disney visits for us. All right, so are you ready to see a little bit more? All right, so we did a little bit of pin trading, and when we go, I like to take my pin folio, and it's made by GoPin Pro. It has a little pocket on the front, like a net pocket, and I put my Mickey pin backs in it, and then the inside of it I can put all of my pins. So I try to put the pins that I'm going to trade on one side, and then the ones I've already traded or don't want to trade on another side, and then it just zips around. I throw it in my mini backpack, or you know, if you're actively trading, you can kind of loop it around, or you could put a carabiner and hook it on, and everything is pretty secure in there. So I purchased booster packs and things like the cupcakes and these nerdy guys, and so then I'm able to trade. I don't do a lot of trading with other guests, but when I see cast members, I just kind of notice their lanyards, or sometimes I'll ask to see like the books in certain shops or at the resorts, and occasionally you'll find some exciting finds. For example, I found 2 of the new Hidden Mickeys. This is the Darling Duos with Lumiere and Cogsworth, and you can see the Hidden Mickey. And then one of the attraction Hidden Mickeys with Small World, and I think the color is just so unique on that pin. Really different. So when I saw these, wow, I was really excited, and I was like, I can trade for 2, right? I just wanted to make sure, and I was able to. All right, let me show you a couple other ones that I found. I found the attractions of Seven Dwarfs Mine Train with the Hidden Mickey. And you know, scrapper pins are rampant here at the Disney parks, and those are pin lots that are not true Disney pins that are bought on eBay and then traded and sold. And this one looks pretty good. I don't know, I'm not a total expert, but you do look at like the back, if there's like a border on it, and if it has the 2 pokey things on the side of the pin posts. So there's some people that have done wonderful videos about scrapper pins, and you can check those out. I'll try to link one below, and they have lots of great information about how to spot fakers, but you can really tell a lot of times just by glancing at the lanyard or the pin book, because the paint dips down, they're extra glossy. So I think this looks pretty good, but you know, I'm not 100% sure. But Zippity, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name right now. I will put a link here at the bottom that says she does some great videos about all the scrapper pins. So anyways, I'll just show you. I did the best of my ability look for legitimate pins, but we have a pineapple Hidden Mickey and the watermelon Hidden Mickey. Brian picked this pin trading Mickey out, and it's also a Hidden Mickey. I opened one of the mystery packs and got a different one, so when I saw this, I knew that it was from the Spacesuits Hidden Mickeys, so I was excited to pick that one up. I got a Pluto, Pirate Pluto bones, and Abe collects Pluto, so thought he would really like that pin. A girl in front of me at Boutique traded a cast member for this Minnie Mouse skirt, and it's so glittery. So as soon as I was next in line, as soon as she checked out and left, I said, I'd like to trade for that mini skirt. And the cast member said, well, I knew it wouldn't last long. So I was excited to get that. And that same cast member had the Minnie Mouse skull and crossbones. So I was excited. So that was fun. It's fun to kind of interact with cast members and see what their pins are. You never know what you're gonna find, even though a lot of them are obviously not, great pins. You can find some treasures there as well. One of the other fun things that we did was we did 4 parks and 2 resorts in one day. And at each of the stops, we purchased a pin. So I showed you some of the resort pins. And then we also did mystery boxes. So I'll show you a couple of the items that we picked up. From the Disney street signs, here is some cool pins, some neat choices. You can't go wrong with all those classic characters. We opened up Pluto. He's so cute, I love his ear. And we opened up Goofy. So those are a very nice set. We opened a box of the current mood pins, and lots of unique choices and great varied expressions. And we opened up Queen of Hearts, looking very upset. And we opened up Sebastian with his jaw dropped wide open. These are such a great size pin. I mean, you can see the difference in the pin size. So they feel very substantial. At Hollywood Studios, we opened up the Hollywood Studios clapboard set. And we opened that wonderful Stitch. He looks like he's ready to wreak havoc, doesn't he? And we cannot go wrong with the classic Mickey Mouse. And we also opened up the Pirates set. This one is nice too. A lot of variation in the pins and the sizes and shapes. So we opened up Donald Duck, Pirate Donald, and we also opened Mickey as Jack Skellington. Very nice pins, a lot of color and detail. So that was fun. And for some gifts, I also bought some mother boxes. So we haven't given these yet, but we have a box for the boys of the Chinese Zodiacs. And we also thought they would enjoy opening the Pirates pack. Oh, I guess I should show you what. On the Chinese Zodiac, this is the ones with the different animals of the Chinese Zodiac and Disney characters. And the Pirates one. We got a box for them of the 2019 characters. We haven't opened this box in our family yet, so that will be exciting. We got 2 boxes for Brian of Haunted Mansion. So that is going to be really fun. And these have a glow-in-the-dark element, invisible ink feature. Oh, not in glow-in-the-dark. Invisible ink feature under UV light. It explains that at the bottom in the purple. So that's going to be really interesting to open these. And we got another box of the current mood. And I picked up a box of these. Ooh, the girly pins. I can't wait. I really would like to get Snow White. So we picked these up, and I also picked up Hidden Mickeys. So this suspense is just not fair to you guys. It's not fair. It's not right for me to do that to the viewers. So I think we should open up a Hidden Mickey pack and see what we get. Don't you think? All right. The blue color in the Hidden Mickey packs that they are currently being sold in the parks is, I believe, from the 2015 Wave B. So originally these are only available on cast lanyards, and then eventually they start selling them. So this is the pouch, and 2 pins come in there. There's like cardboard, and then there's 2 pins. Should we see what we get? I hope we get something new. What did we get? Oh my goodness, we got the spacesuit Minnie Mouse. Look at her. Oh, she is so cute. I think that's awesome, because I was just showing you that we have the spacesuit Goofy, that is one that I picked up on trading. And so now we have, oops, sorry, Spacesuit Minnie Mouse. So that's cool. We're getting quite a few of those characters. We have 3 of them now. I love the hidden Mickeys. And then there's a second one in here. See how they're packaged in there in the cardboard. So let's see what this hidden Mickey is. What do we have? Oh, that's neat. This looks like the dragon. Wait, I have to put my readers on. Is it Elliot or is it the... No, I think that's... I thought it was Elliot at first, but I think is it Madam Mim from the that movie? I'll have to look at that one. This is a nice pin. It's really large, got beautiful colors on it, and it has the little hidden Mickey icon. So that's really neat. So exciting. So pins are so fun. So out of all the pins today, oh my goodness, if I had to pick a favorite, I really do like the new vintage vinyl. That's definitely one of my favorites. And maybe the Earth Day, because that's one of my favorites as well. But the resort pins are neat, and the trading is fun, the boxes are fun, they're fun all around. So leave a comment down below and let me know, do you prefer the open edition rack pins or limited edition pins? Or do you like the mystery boxes or some pin trading? Which route do you go? Which gives you the most excitement in pins? So let me know down below, and I can't wait to hear from you. So this has been really fun. I'm glad we got to share some time together to talk Disney. So smile and have a great week.